as well as a professional boxer. You own the compound, gym. We're going to get to all of those. First, we want to talk about your boxing career. How is that going? Because you've been just wrecking people that I've seen.
Yeah. Quick shout out Bob Bass. He's Bob Bass, Higan Machado. He's
Bob Bass and Higan Machado.
Exactly.
Yes.
I got to give the lineage. And Bob Bass is the first American black belt ever in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So I got to give him credit where credit's due.
Big time. And Master Higan Machado, we know you're out there
Machado,
too.
You're listening.
We love you, brother.
We know what you're doing right now. Love that guy. So he's my grandpa.
Amazing.
So yeah, boxing I'm doing good. I'm 8-1. So I lost a decision in my USA debut. There's a video of the whole fight, and I learned a lot about the politics of boxing in that loss. Now that I'm 8-1, then I bounced back. I fought 2 weeks ago against Jorge Leal. He's 32-5, and
former champion, right?
Former world champion. Knocked him out. Actually, he threw one of the gnarliest headbutts.
Did he? Yeah.
That the boxing commission in the Polones, whole boxing scene down there, and that's like Oscar De La Hoya and Antonio Margarito, like the legit people in Mexico. The ref took 2 points for the one headbutt. They said they'd never seen that.
No.
And they're like, he took 2 points.
How did
for the
he
one
even
headbutt.
do that?
Well, because we were clinched and like boxing,
Right.
and so we were kind of clinched, and I got overhooks on him. I used my fucking MMA. I'm 33-5 in MMA, as you know,
Right.
second degree black belt.
Absolute
know my wrestling.
killer in MMA.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And so I'm smart enough to realize with what I do with boxing that I can still use some of that stuff. Martial arts is martial arts. Boxing, there is wrestling in boxing.
Right.
Any good boxer from the history of boxing, we're back to Willie Pep lightweights and back to the 30s, back to all the way up to now, Floyd Mayweather.
I love the Willie Pep reference, by the way.
Yeah,
That's fantastic.
I mean, yeah, you got to love that guy.
Right.
Ezra Charles.
True historian of boxing and mixed martial arts, Sean Loeffler.
Yeah, I mean, Ezra Charles, Jersey Joe Walcott, Jack Dempsey, the Dempsey roll, Customato switch, the original trainer of Floyd Patterson, then Mike Tyson.
Right.
Anyway, yeah, I love boxing. But the fact of the matter is that there's wrestling involved. And infighting, shoe shining.
Okay. Yeah.
And so I've noticed, and I don't think, and I'll say this to my opponents in the future, I don't think I'm going to use my martial arts wrestling stuff anymore on the inside, even though it's legal in boxing, because now 2 fights in a row, I've gotten and I'm not being a little, whiny little bitch about it, but
No,
I've gotten
you never do.
gnarly 2 fights in a row.
Like never before.
Dropped. I mean, so basically I had the double overhook position for the people on Facebook Live, as you know.
Here we go.
It's here because he's working my body.
Right.
So I wrap him up, and he didn't know what to do when I was pulling his shoulders and hitting. So he, boom, jumps in and headbutts. And
Almost involuntary, or was it? Are you saying?
Oh no, 100%.
100%.
I mean, he dropped me. I thought I got caught with a punch, so I thought I got knocked down. I was like, "Are you effing kidding me?" I just got knocked down for the first time in my career, including MMA. Never been knocked down with a punch. So I was like, "Are you kidding?" And then I look at my cornerman, and John Schultes and Chris Getz is usually my boxing coach, and John Schultes is cornering me, and he goes, "Stay down, take the time." And he's like, "That's BS," and he's yelling, And then I start realizing when I get my wits about me, like, oh. He must have headbutted me.
Wow.
And the reason, and I'm not whining about it.
Right.
I understand why he did it. He was getting frustrated. He was feeling something with, jiu-jitsu and wrestling in pro boxing, which is legal in the tie-up.
Right.
That he'd never felt before. He's a world champ. He didn't know what to do. He's a tough Mexican fighter, and he headbutted me. But I don't think I'm going to use those techniques anymore because now 2 fights in a row I've been using them, and I've been getting headbutted, and I'm sick of it. So if we're, I'm just going to try to not use so much of that stuff, even though it's legal. So
the referee didn't do anything when he saw an intentional headbutt to you. Is that what we're saying too?
He took 2 points
from him.
He took 2 points. That's
so
why
it was like
the people in Mexico were like,
they've never
seen 2 points.
That's insane.
And then the guy, I give the guy credit though. The guy was a tough mofo.
Yeah.
Because he looks at me from across. He's a little bit heavier set guy. He's like 38, former world champ. He looks at me and just goes, shrugs his shoulders like yeah,
he's still standing.
Yeah, MF. And I was like, oh, really? This guy's tough. Like he wasn't apologetic. He was just like, eh.
So let's talk about the one loss that you did have.
Yes.
How did you, first of all, take that, and then second of all, you said you have a totally different opinion too going into fights now after that. How did that play out? Did you have your normal aggression? Did you have your normal focus? Did anything go wrong looking back on that one?
I definitely lost my focus about halfway through the fight and got frustrated. And it was a new experience for me because in MMA I'm so experienced in jiu-jitsu and whatnot, and even in boxing somewhat. So the guy, he was a little bit taller than me, but he was dipping because he had a little bit of a soft midsection. Like, he had his abs and stuff, but he wasn't as chiseled as me, and I could tell, hey, I'm going to go for the midsection. So our goal was to change levels, work the body, come up to the head, progressive indirect attack, switch the angles of the strikes. Well, he was like, I'm not going to let this, strong tattooed white boy take my body out.
Right.
So he kept dipping his head, and we kept clashing heads, so he was headbutting me. And it was kind of frustrating me because the ref just said, he's fighting lower than you, it's going to happen. And I'm like, I don't think that's really the way it's supposed to work. I think you've given him 4 warnings now, and you keep checking me for cuts. Right. I think at one point you're supposed to take a point or something.
And is that what Mills Lane would take?
Yeah, so you can watch.
Like
I say, I'm not whining. I'm not going to be a little crybaby. People can watch it on YouTube, watch it on Facebook, and whatever. And I don't care. It's a loss. I've lost, 5 times in MMA. I've lost now once in boxing. I lost amateur Muay Thai once. I lost amateur boxing a few times. So
right, and you're right back. What, the week?
2
later,
weeks, 10 days. 10 days later, I fought again.
And what's the fire in you now? What motivates Sean Loeffler now? Is it boxing now that you're really?
I don't know,
attacking or just challenging yourself and seeing what you can do?
I guess it's like, that's a good question. Like, I've never been, that's a great question, Carlos. Yeah. I don't know if it's even that I have fire for fighting, because I don't really enjoy it the way I used to be quite honest.
Uh-huh.
And that's just me being candid.
As a young guy,
yeah, that's just me being candid.
Whatever, 20s.
Talk to Fedor Emelianenko, Randy Couture, Tito Ortiz, and I'm not up on their level of accomplishment, but in different ways I am and I'm not, because I am a second-degree black belt.
You are,
exactly.
Right?
I am a pro boxer. I am, made it to the UFC, did the Bellator tournament. So I understand where people come from when they throw me with, oh yeah, you're up there, but I also realize the relevance of my name in the industry compared to them is nothing. But I guess it's just sort of like, if you can do it, mine as well. Just like if you can compete, might as well. Because I know, I don't want to die young, but if I do, I don't want to have regrets. If when I'm 40, I go, man, I should have taken some pro boxing fights just to take them, or something like that. And it's like the top level of the sport at combat really is like the UFC and MMA, and then or pro boxing.
Right.
Joe Schilling, by the way, is one of my closest friends, so I love Muay Thai kickboxing. I love the fact that he's in Bellator Muay Thai.
Joe Schilling is an absolute murderer.
He's a murderer, and I love the guy. So I'm not saying anything about that pro Muay Thai is in the top of the sport, but just when it comes to notoriety, and he'd agree. You got pro boxing, and then you got the MMA. That's why he did Bellator and Bellator thing. And so I wanted to accomplish both those things, try to fight at the top level of the sport, even if I never got the feather in my cap to fight in main events of the UFC or HBO or whatever. At least I tried.
And the boxing route is going fantastic. I mean, you're just a kind of an athlete, a guy who's built for combat, regardless of what it is. And I know you've trained your butt off to get there, but I love that you're going for it. I love that you're doing big things. What's next for you in boxing? Do we have a fight scheduled yet?
I've got a fight scheduled. At in Palm Springs on June 29th with a really good promotion. Matt McGovern's the promoter for that fight. It's at the Algo Caliente Resort. They're doing a really big card.
It's a nice place out there.
To be honest, I've got to start buckling down, and I've been training, but I haven't been like boxing training, sparring, because I've fought 9 freaking times in 8 months or 7 months.
Wow.
And so I've just been...
That's more than Wade, our man back there, has fought in the last year.
So
Wade.
9 pro boxing fights. My second to last fight was a gritty decision, like I said, that I lost back and forth, getting headbutted. We're both bloodied up afterwards. And so I've taken a little time off from sparring and from, getting hit as much and even saving my hands a little bit, just kind of staying in decent shape, and then I'll go out there and fight that fight. The plan, not to seem like disheartening or anything, but the plan was to be undefeated for the Roy Jones Jr. promotion, which I'm signed with Keith Feltre and them, and fight Roy Jones Jr.
Oh, wow.
That was the plan.
Really?
But I got a stupid... I don't know if I can cuss on here or not, but
help yourself.
I got a stupid fucking loss, for a decision, shitty decision in my opinion, but it happens.
Right.
And So I don't know how much that does or does not sidetrack things. An undefeated fighter is a lot more marketable than a non-undefeated fighter, especially with a stupid decision loss, and I know that.
Except when it's you.
Maybe I could sell a fight. I know how to sell a fight. Conor McGregor can sell a fight. Floyd can sell a fight. Tito can sell a fight. I can sell a fight. We get it, but I would like that opportunity still. Also, James Toney called me out to fight me on the card that I lost a decision on.
Wow.
So,
Sean, we're going to get back to that and a whole lot more. We've got Sean Loeffler in studio, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to Carlos Kremer's Kick-Ass Radio on WSRadio.com. Representing Rock Rage Radio and Storm Kimono's Kremer Insurance. We'll be right back. Life is full of misadventures, from car crashes to home fires to getting choked out on the mat. Yes, I said getting choked out because I'm Carlos Kremer, jiu-jitsu competitor, MMA and media personality, and mild-mannered insurance agent. You can follow my adventures on Kick-Ass Radio, and I can protect you from life's misadventures at Kremer Insurance. Home, auto, life, business, and workers' comp. We're at KremerINS.com, and I want you to join my world.
Hey guys, CS Keys here to introduce you to San Diego's #1 health meal prep provider, Fresh and Fit Meals. With over 40 menu items to choose from, several pickup locations all over America's finest city, made and delivered fresh, never frozen. Save on time and money. Super convenient and improves the quality of your life. Just visit the website, freshandfitmeals.com, for all the menus and the pricing. Or give them a call at 858-805-5949 for more details. Remember, you are what you eat, so you might as well be fresh and fit with Fresh and Fit Meals.
Hi, this is Rob Barnett, CEO and founder of VinVillage.com and the Wine and Dine Show on Vin Village Radio. Do you have a wine, event, product, or service to promote? Then contact VinVillage.com to reach thousands of wine lovers across the country. Vin Village connects like-minded wine enthusiasts with unique and exclusive wines, events, products, and services. To learn more, contact us on VinVillage.com. Vin Village is where wine lovers connect.
Hi, Mary. Our growth has me looking for new furniture, but I can't find the right vendor. Can you help?
For sure.
Do you know a company that will give me a great value?
For sure.
Do you know a company that provides great selection?
For sure.
Do you know a company that is professional and responsive?
For sure, it's Shore. Shore Office Warehouse has been providing great value, service, and selection for over 40 years. It's Shore, for sure. ShoreOfficeWarehouse.com.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.
Hey, it's Catherine from Listen Local Radio. Moe's Guitars has proudly served the San Diego music community since 1975. Specializing in guitars, basses, mandolins, banjos, and ukuleles, they buy, sell, trade, and consign. If you're looking for lessons, repairs, accessories, and cool gear, you found the right place. Located in downtown La Mesa Village, stop by and check out their digs or visit moesguitars.com or their Facebook page. MOZEguitars.com, 619-698-1185.
Talk to me. WSRadio.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, in this corner, hailing from San Diego, California, the knockout kings you've been waiting for.
Carlos Kremer and his kick-ass radio show. Presented by Kremer Insurance.
All right, everybody, how we doing today? I'm looking on Facebook. We're going live on Facebook. We've got Sean Loeffler in the house. Wanted to say, hey, Deanna Lorraine, what's going down? Gustavo, my brother. How you doing? Mike Millsap in the house today. How you doing, my man? Just wanted to say hi to everybody and thank you for watching. Sean, we were talking about James Toney. We were talking about Roy Jones Jr. I mean, these are big names that are thrown around. How exciting would that be for you
I hope since the Tony Hua, Keith Veltri, big shout out to them. Some of my promoters, Gabriel Quinones doing my promotion down in Mexico. They're really working hard. Like I said, the stupid loss fucking sucks. But we're hoping that the plan's still right. I'm not a smart man, but if I were a smart man, I would say that they figured Sean will fight often and build up a boxing record. He'll fight tough guys. He'll fight to decisions. He'll go for knockouts. He'll be exciting. And with this whole Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather thing, you know, Roy and Sean is pretty marketable. Obviously not Conor and Floyd, but maybe put it on an undercard if they actually make that happen in Russia. Or just try to, you know, they're trying to cash in a little bit on the MMA versus boxing thing with James Toney versus Sean. I get it, you know. And that's going to make, okay, me versus Roy or me versus James Toney is going to make more fucking money on pay-per-view than James Toney versus anybody else or Roy Jones Jr. versus anybody else. Because at least it's an MMA guy that made it versus a boxer that made it, you know. So if you're looking at, and that's no disrespect to Roy or to James Toney, but if you look at Roy Jones, and I'm about to be 35. Ready. Yeah, I'm about to be 35 in May 23rd. So you look at Roy, his last fight was against Bobby Gunn, the famous bare knuckle fighter. I'm sure you saw all the online stuff that he won in like an 8-round knockout. And Bobby Gunn's pro boxing record was 23-5, so decent pro boxer too, and legend bare knuckle street fighter. But I'm more marketable than that. And no offense to Bobby Gunn, but you know, and they know that.
Right.
And so I believe that's the plan. And if it comes to fruition, fucking bring it. You know, I'll fight them back to back. Fight two legends, even though they're past their prime. I'm past my prime. We're all past our prime,
right? That's funny when we say we all are. I mean, I am for sure. I don't know about you, brother. You're still making it happen. But in throwing in some big names too, it's got to feel good to be able to make that transition. Not a lot of guys can do that, to make that transition to boxing. How tough was that? Or was that very tough at all for you? Is it training, because you're used to such hard training with MMA and jiu-jitsu and all that, is it training just another category that you just focus on?
It's different. It's way different. It's way different. Andy Schnadig was my strength and conditioning coach, so he gave me a good basis of what really getting in shape was about. So that helped a lot.
Love Andy.
Yeah,
Andy's amazing,
Andy. So,
man.
I mean, me and Andy are brothers. So I've known him for 10 plus years, and it's so just the knowledge that he gave me from back in the day has made it so I can stay in kind of decent shape. But it is way different. You get hit more. you get hit a lot more. There's more. It's people see elbows and kicks, but it's like if you go unconscious from a kick, that's the end of the fight.
Right.
If you can just bum, 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 headbutt, elbow, bump, like little boxing.
Right.
It is a cumulative damage. You listen to an old boxer, they sound a lot different than an old MMA fighter.
That's true. That's true.
And
good point.
And it's different. But when it comes down to it, I'm trying to spread the name of the compound, my business. I mean, I slept in the janitor's closet of the gym before Claudia and Frank gave me the business one day, because I was working hard and trying to bail out money problems and work for myself and work for them. And so the compound's my baby, and I've got so many fighters there and so many good fighters up in Oceanside and North County, San Diego. So I fight to kind of motivate them because I talk a lot of shit being like, if you're not injured, you should fight. And they're like, you're 34 and you're like a beast compared to us. What the fuck are you talking about? You whoop all of our ass and you're telling us to fight. So I realize
that's what we need, though.
And that's where I continue to fight regardless of who I am fighting, who I'm not fighting, what type of fighting I'm doing. If I can do it, I'll try to do it, try to stay in shape, have fun, look decent. You look great. You know how it is. You want to stay in shape. Men, as in general, I think we're insecure and like to be good shape and good looking, so that's easy motivation for us.
I always figure we're either getting better once we hit a certain age or we're getting worse.
Yeah.
There's no real turning around from that. When you get to my age, and things, especially, you're either getting better or worse. So I made a vow, and thank you for saying that I want to try to get better every year.
It's like I tell my students at the compound, you see you see an old neighbor of yours, and I'm talking about an actual old neighbor, and they're 75, 80 years old.
Right.
And they're walking to get their newspaper, and they look like the fucking wind's going to blow them into dust, and they're going to die.
Right.
And then you see their next-door neighbor, who's the same age, and he's stretching, getting ready to go for his 5-mile daily run.
Right.
And he's going home to eating, steel oats and quinoa, and the guy that looks like he's turning to dust is using the claw grabber to grab his, cat food to share with his cat. And it's just because a body in motion stays in motion.
Yeah.
A body at rest stays at rest, like you said.
True.
So I try to tell these people, let's stay active. And if right now I can be as active as I can at 34, 35, it's going to help me when I do get up to your age, shoot, I hope I can look as good as you when I'm your age. No joke.
Thank you.
So, like, you know, that's
83, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
83 years old.
So you know, that's pretty good. But I would say the gym, I mean, I hate to do the whole marketing thing about my business, but that's my livelihood because I really like helping people. We've got people that lose 100 pounds every 8 months, you know, and I see them change their lives.
So what kind of special can someone say, hey, Sean, I saw you or heard you on the podcast and great show, blah, blah, blah. I want to join the compound. Or do you give a day free or a week free?
We give a week free. Everybody gets a week free because we're not car salesmen. We have 8 of the best coaches around. Chris Getz started and owned Black Tiger Muay Thai. He's a boxing coach.
Wow.
John Schultes trained Brody Farber, Edgar Cardenas, all the Muay Thai guys in the world. You know, 15-1 as an amateur guy in Thailand. He's a Muay Thai coach. Taylor Schmidt, the only guy to win a division national championship from California school. 6'8", 330 pounds, 8-0 in MMA. Quantel Langford, 4-time All-American.
6'8", 330?
6'8", 330, wrestling coach.
Wow.
His 2 assistants, Quantel Langford, 4-time All-American. You know, Tennessee, and then you got Tony Brown, assistant coach of Cal State Bakersfield. Sean Loeffler teaching jiu-jitsu.
Even Chip Sakon,
Chip Sakon is an incredible black belt. You know,
Higan Machado black belt.
Another Higan Machado black belt.
One of the most technical guys I've ever seen. Chip has helped me out tremendously in my jiu-jitsu career.
And we've got
unbelievable.
And we've got guys that were the Camo State champions and guys that win in big fights. Dylan Bartram teaching the kids classes who fights all the time. So I can't say enough about my staff and about, you know, we've got a rock climbing wall. We've got a full-size cage. We've got 2 boxing rings. We've got everything. American Ninja Warrior course, you know?
Really?
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's all at the compound. So whatever you want to do, you want to get in shape, you want to fight, you want to learn self-defense. You're kids as well, women, everybody.
We got gi jiu-jitsu, no gi jiu-jitsu. We've got a rock climbing wall. We've got American Ninja Warrior classes. We've got 2 salmon ladders. We've got suspended monkey bars, a 6-foot climbing wall, 2 ropes to climb. We've got, like I said, 2 boxing rings, a glide box, which is the only one in the U.S. now, which is a moving punching bag.
Wow.
We have got
it's like Neverland
yoga
for fighters.
Yoga Pilates. We got weapons fighting where you can do Kali, you can do weapons disarmament, you can do Wing Chun. You know, plus your Muay Thai, your boxing, your wrestling, your mixed martial arts. We have ground and pound classes. We have such specific classes.
Wow.
And in the kids' classes and the girls, we have Selena Flores is the world kickboxing champion right now. She fights out of the gym. So girls, boys, kids, and that's my livelihood. That's why I compete to try to, you know, rev up the community. We've been there 10 years. So come for a week for free. And if you mention this podcast, I'll just give them half price.
Awesome.
You'll get half price membership.
Awesome. That is fantastic, and you know what? Take advantage of that, ladies and gentlemen. Get over to the compound. I mean, you've been a San Diego mainstay, doing so much for our community for so long, having so many brothers out there, right, that have fought together as one. What keeps you motivated now? Along with that, you have a baby, right?
Yeah, my 3-year-old daughter Ariana. I mean, like
that has to be your world, right?
She's my world. I mean, she's my best friend. I've never had I could cry talking about my daughter. Like, I love Ariana so much. Like, she's so funny. She thinks she's a dinosaur, and then next day she's a shark. You know, I'm not Ariana, I'm Shark.
Right.
And then she's running around the house naked with a shark puppet, only wanting to eat fish. And then I try to feed her fish, and she's like, I'm not a shark anymore. I want rice and chicken.
That's awesome.
And so,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
she's a big part of my motivating factor. She motivates me also to do good in business and stuff to help give her a good life and provide, you know?
Right. And you know what? I've got a little baby girl, 4 months old. Crimson.
I know. I was going to just mention that.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you're right along the way now, too, but right behind me.
Totally feel it. And it's just a whole nother level of love. You just love that.
And as a dad, and especially,
my baby,
especially as a dad,
unbelievable.
Yeah, you know, Carlos, you know jiu-jitsu and you know martial arts and you train and you lift weights and you're in shape. And so you're a protective dad, you know?
Right.
And it's so funny because it's so funny, and you'll even realize this more when she starts to talk. You'll see that's when she really gets you, when she's walking and talking, like having a conversation.
I can imagine.
You're
I'm melting already.
Yeah,
so,
exactly. You're like, how could I be so tough? And this little girl can make me like cry over something funny she's doing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, that's definitely my ride or die.
And you know what, Sean? I wanted to ask you as well before you leave. Ladies and gentlemen, get to the compound, not only for the facility, but everyone cares like Sean does I mean, that's the bottom line, because you can go to any gym and they're, oh, sign you up, and they have this and that. But it's the level of care, it's a level of coaches and that you have, and that really want to make a difference for you in this life.
Yeah, I mean, you got to remember, Andy was at the compound, and then he went down to the arena. You had guys like, Steve Cazzola, who's now up at HB Ultimate. He's running that place, and he's a Bellator fighter, is at the compound. You had Joey Beltran was at the compound. You had Eddie Sanchez at the compound, Brandon Vera at the compound, Dominic Cruz was at the compound, Carrie Vera, Brandon's sister, was there at the compound. Ed Ratcliffe was at the compound. Shannon Gugerty was at the compound. Evan Tanner trained at the compound. Clay Guida trained at the compound. Carl Parisian, Manny Gambarian. Christoph Sosnitsky was trained at the compound. Terry Sokaju was trained at the compound. I mean, so I'm so proud. And the people, Brody Farber, and the people I forgot that are like, hey, man, what the fuck? I found the UFC and in Pride. You didn't mention me. And there's millions more. I mean...
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure having Sean Loeffler in the house today. You were amazing, brother, as always. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Carlos. It's a pleasure.
All right, my man. We'll be right back with Carlos Kremer's Kick-Ass Radio on WSRadio.com, your worldwide leader in Internet talk.
Thank you for listening to WS Radio. Improve your business and your life with useful information from experts and thought leaders. WS Radio is radio with ROI.
Are you losing the battle with technology? Tired of struggling with IT? Ready to meet your IT dream team? Centrix IT is Southern California's leader in IT management. A 4-time winner of San Diego's fastest growing privately held companies, Centrix IT has provided Fortune 500 managed IT services to small and medium businesses for over 13 years. Put an end to your struggle with technology today at CentrixIT.com. CentrexIT.com.
Life is full of misadventures, from car crashes to home fires to getting choked out on the mat. Yes, I said getting choked out because I'm Carlos Kremer, jiu-jitsu competitor, MMA and media personality, and mild-mannered insurance agent. You can follow my adventures on Kick-Ass Radio, and I can protect you from life's misadventures at Kremer Insurance. Home, auto, life, business, and workers' comp. We're at KramerINS.com, and I want you to join my world.
Are your feet hurting you? I mean really hurting you so much that you can't come to the fair and enjoy other activities with your friends? If so, you may have plantar fasciitis, a chronic inflammation of the connective tissues in the foot. I'm Holly Halsey. I'm a licensed acupuncturist, and I can help you with your pain. I invite you to visit me at my webpage, AcussageHouseCalls.com. That's ACUSSAGE, housecalls.com. Find out what pain-free feels like.
Hi, this is Rob Barnett, VinVillage.com, where wine lovers connect. Be sure to tune in weekly to Vin Village Radio for exclusive, in-depth interviews with the who's who in wine and food.
Do you want to be a professional coach? Are you in business trying to make a real difference with people you manage or work with? Have you started a coaching practice that isn't quite getting off the ground? Get the skills you need to be a successful coach today with the Coaches Training Program from Accomplishment Coaching. The Coaches Training Program will show you how to help others focus and be more fulfilled. Whether you want to improve your company's bottom line or create a thriving coaching practice, Accomplishment Coaching can give you the distinctions and practices you need to coach others effectively today. Accomplishment Coaching has spent 6 years developing a cutting-edge coaches training program that will have you ready to coach people professionally in just 12 months, and you don't have to take time off work to do it. To find out more about the Coaches Training Program, just call 1-888-548-6813. That's 1-888-548-6813.
Talk to me. WSRadio.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, in this corner, hailing from San Diego, California, the knockout kings you've been waiting for.
Carlos Kremer and his Kick-Ass Radio Show. presented by Kremer Insurance.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, are you absolutely kidding me? Are you ready? We just have San Diego celeb after celeb coming in here. That's right, the 619 laying it down. We've got Richie Boogeyman Martinez in studio right now, ladies and gentlemen. One of the hottest names in the jiu-jitsu world today, you and your brother Gio. Yes. I mean, and brother, it's so great to have you on the show. Welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here, man. You know, I'm super fan of you and everything you do, so I'm super excited to be here.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. We, funny story really quick before we talk about your many endeavors, but we went back to Bahrain together when you were fighting for Brave Combat Federation.
Yes.
And Boogie, you and I are on the next to each other on the flight home. I had just taken, I think, like 2 Ambien and maybe drank like 4 of those little wine bottles or whatever.
Yeah, I remember.
I'm out, right? That was like a 17-hour flight.
It was horrible.
And Boogie wakes me up and tells me that, hey, bro, bad news, we're turning around. I'm like, what do you mean we're turning around? We had left, what, like 2 hours before?
Yes, prior to that.
Yeah, and the pilot's dumping fuel because, you know, we're running hot. And it was like the most intense, really life flashing before your eyes type of thing.
So we flew for 2 hours. Then we flew 2 hours back to the same location that we were at.
Luckily making it, by the way.
Thank God, yeah.
They turned off the engine as we landed. There were fire trucks there. They had to tow us to our terminal. I mean, who knows how hot that engine was?
And honestly, we were so sleepy. We took sleeping pills because we were trying to, sleep through the flight. And I was like a zombie. Like, I was walking, like, literally, like, we were walking around, and I was falling asleep as I was walking. It was intense.
Intense.
It was crazy.
I remember being so tired, like you said, and you telling me, and I was like, you know, whatever it is, it is what it is, you know, but a scary time. Boogie, you've got so much going on. We've got 10th Planet is just blowing up.
Yeah, man. We're doing really well right now with 10th Planet in San Diego County. You know, at first, it was hard to get us out here to get any 10th Planet movement in San Diego, which is basically all no-gi jiu-jitsu. And, now we have 3 locations.
3 locations. Is it Spring Valley, do we have, and Oceanside, as well as
San Diego, yeah.
San Diego.
So we have Spring Valley, Oceanside, which we just opened up literally last week, and now we have and also San Diego, and all 3 schools are doing awesome. All of them have great programs, and everybody has legit black belts. We have PJ Barge doing the head instruction in 10th Planet, Spring Valley. Me myself doing 10th Planet San Diego, and Gio doing Oceanside. So it's amazing right now.
That's sick. So ladies and gentlemen, if you can, I saw the work that Crutch was doing and some of the other guys over there at Oceanside. Man, it looks amazing. Get over there. Can you tell the listeners how quickly you and Gio became black belts?
Yeah, both of us got our black belts under 4 years, and it was, Gio got his in like 3 years and 8 months. I got mine in 3 years and 11 months, and it was just
unbelievable.
It was basically like a lot of hard work. We were on the mats all day, every day, and basically we're selling you the product of hard work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what we preach. That's what we teach our students, and it's all a lot of heart and hard work and great technique. That's what we're preaching to everybody, and it's definitely a great way to motivate people when we're actually on the mats, we're actually competing, we're putting in the work along with our students.
You know what? And what a great base you have over there. Team Hurricane, awesome. I mean, Manolo Hernandez, Bill Crawford, all the guys are just so incredible. You're joining a family when you join up with them. Do you have a special going on at any of the 10th Planets, the new locations?
All of them, all the time, especially if you're a student or military.
Or you see this podcast today.
Maybe you see this podcast. Yeah, mention it, and we'll figure something out. Mention that you heard this on the podcast, and already I'll send out the text, and you'll get hooked up. You'll get hooked up somehow. We'll give you, even if you're not military or school, if you hear this, if you go there through this podcast, we'll give you the military or student discount as well. So yeah, make it out there. Give us a call. Look us up online. That's usually the best way to go about it, or just come pop in and check us out, man. And you know how you were talking about family, like he was talking about how Crutch and stuff was doing the work. Right. It's all of us, joining together, building up up these schools. It's not like we will go get contractors. We're doing it together because we want to build up a great environment, a good facility, and we're doing it on our own. We're doing it. The students are willing to go in there and help us out, and they want to help.
That's awesome.
They want to be involved. They want the school to grow. So we're all doing it by ourselves.
You're actually building your home when you're a family, right?
We're building our home. Everybody there. We have the kids running around. We have adults. We have full families in there. Mother, father, children. All of us are in there, and we're all training together, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful environment, man, for sure.
Awesome, brother. And how big of an influence has Eddie Bravo been on you? During this time.
He's everything, you know what I'm saying? And he's such a entrepreneur, and he's just such a genius, his marketing, it sells itself, you know what I'm saying?
Brilliant.
He sells himself. He's been doing this for over 10 years. I think he's going about 15 years now, like his school and everything. And man, it's just 10 Planet Jiu-Jitsu in general, it's just blowing up, and it's just awesome technique, good vibes, and great people.
What people don't know, or maybe a lot do, but a lot of new fans and friends of yours don't know that you and Gio were breakdancers.
Yeah.
And actually, top 10 in the nation or something ridiculous? Top 5 even?
Top 20 in the world, for sure. And for a while, and we still compete, just not as often, and we still dance. We're still active in the dance community. Our crew's still going strong, and man, it's basically my passion, my first love, and we're still active.
And you know what people would say, breakdancing, Boogie and Gio, wow, but there's so many similarities to jiu-jitsu from what you do.
100%. That was the only way that I don't think we would have gotten our belt that fast if it wasn't because of that being our base.
Like incorporating moves together to submissions, right?
Exactly.
You were doing those moves anyway.
But it was by myself. Now I have to do it with somebody on top of me, which is just a little bit of adjustments, and it creates a perfect grappler.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's amazing what you guys have done.
Yeah.
I mean, tell us, if you can, you're doing a lot of seminars.
Yeah, a lot of seminars.
How do we get in touch with Boogie, our fans out there?
Man, to be honest, the best way to find me is through Instagram. That's like the best way. The key way to find me or Gio is through Instagram. You can find me is Boogeyman, BOOGEYMAN _TFS.
Nice.
And yeah, man.
Seminars, privates, you're open
seminar, privates, competitions, super fights. We've done it all, and we've competed in Metamoris, EBI, IBJJF tournaments, any kind of tournament. We've done it. We've been in it. You know what I'm saying? We've made it far, or we've won the damn thing.
Yeah, you guys have been hugely successful.
Yeah.
And brother, how has that been with your calendar? Must be start getting booked already for summer
so summer's pretty active right now. We have a couple of camps. We're doing this the coolest camp. We did it last year, and it's basically a Freak Bros seminar, which is me and Gio, and it's gonna be in Cyprus, which is in it's over there towards the Middle East, or not even the Middle East. It's in what would I say? Cyprus is
is it Greece?
Greece. There you go. I couldn't find a word. Yeah.
Because I remember the pictures of the sand. And they're beautiful.
Yes. Cyprus is an island off of Greece, and it's just a beautiful place to be at, man. And
awesome.
It's a 7-day seminar.
A lot of people go out there.
A lot of people. We last year we had about 70. I think this year we'll have 120, 130. Just because last year a lot of people didn't really know what to expect. They seen everything to happen, and we're gonna sell out this year 100%, man. And it's just such a beautiful atmosphere, great beaches, you know what I'm saying? It's beautiful weather, and
you bring your gal, right?
Yeah, of course. Like a bunch of people bring their families and they spend their vacation time over there, and it's basically like 7 days in paradise.
Hey, and Boogie, let's talk a little bit too. You've got a big tournament coming up.
Yes.
Ultimate Mat Warriors.
Yes.
Now, this is Saturday, May 27th. I want to say that Kremer Insurance, my company, is very proud to be one of the sponsors for this.
Yes. We're really excited to have you guys as one of the sponsors.
Thank you. I love working with you, brother.
Awesome. And it's basically, man, at first it was just kind of like something I kind of want to do, little tournaments and stuff, but my passion for jiu-jitsu goes further than just me competing. I like like seeing people being successful and stuff. And it's bringing money to the jiu-jitsu community. It doesn't matter what belt level. I see all the hard work that people put out there, and I wanted to give back. And doing a tournament, we have about 14 super fights, and then we have a 16-man tournament as well. So we have the undercard, and then we have the main event. And,
awesome.
And basically, it was me wanting to give back to all belt levels, from blue belt, purple belt, brown belt, to even black belt. And I wanted to give money back, So it's basically a tournament catered to the fighters.
Nice. And showing love to our San Diego fighters.
100%.
Right?
We have
so many great guys here that work so hard.
We have a lot of San Diego fighters, along with a lot of international fighters. We have people from Mexico, even Alaska. We have people from we have a couple fighters from Costa Rica, fighters from all over the place, and they're just willing to come in here and put in work and represent for their country or their schools, and it makes it beautiful.
And where are we having this on the 27th?
We're having this at the San Diego Performing Arts Center.
Great location.
It's just such a cool location, man, and everything's gonna be so dope. It's gonna like the effects, the visuals, everything's just gonna be amazing. It's gonna be something that I always kind of envisioned, but never actually been able to do till now. And I have great partners. I have Nate Ford that's helping me throw this event, and Scott Holler, and of course Bill Crawford, and those are the guys helping me make this tournament. Of course, my brother as well, Gio. It's brought to you by both of us. And yeah, man, we're super excited. Like I said, we have people from all over the country, all over the world. And
you know what, Boogie? That sounds amazing. We're going to continue talking about this on our next segment. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Carlos Kremer's Kick-Ass Radio on WSRadio.com, Rock Rage Radio, Storm Kimonos, and Kremer Insurance. I'm with the Boogeyman. That's right. Richie Boogeyman Martinez in the house.
Hi, this is Rob Barnett, CEO and founder of VinVillage.com and the Wine and Dine Show on Vin Village Radio. Do you have a wine, event, product, or service to promote? Then contact VinVillage.com to reach thousands of wine lovers across the country. Vin Village connects like-minded wine enthusiasts with unique and exclusive wines, events, products, and services. To learn more, contact us on VinVillage.com. Vin Village is where wine lovers connect.
Life is full of misadventures, from car crashes to home fires to getting choked out on the mat. Yes, I said getting choked out because I'm Carlos Kremer, jiu-jitsu competitor, MMA and media personality, and mild-mannered insurance agent. You can follow my adventures on Kick-Ass Radio, and I can protect you from life's misadventures at Kremer Insurance. Home, auto, life, business, and workers' comp. We're at KremerINS.com, and I want you to join my world.
You've heard me bragging about Progressive Medical Center and how they've helped me feel so much healthier. But one thing, Dr. Agoli, that a lot of people come to you with is just unexplained pain. They just can't get any relief. Why can Progressive Medical Center's Pain Management Center help them?
First of all, we have to acknowledge that pain is for real, and you've got acute pain and chronic pain. Here's the problem. That acute pain turns to chronic, which is long-standing, and no one's getting to the root cause. There's several key diagnostic components that help us get to the root of what's causing this pain. Is it inflammation? Once we do a thorough evaluation to get to the root cause, determine if it's structural or if it's a metabolic issue. And this way we put an individualized program for pain management involving correcting the spine, using certain injections when necessary, and we get our patients out of pain quicker, and they stay out of pain because we teach them how to live their life well.
Don't let yourself live in pain any longer. Get a hold of Progressive Medical Center today at progressivemedicalcenter.com.
Progressive Medical, this is your life, live it well.
Your search for the right office furniture will be done when you walk into Shore for sure. In our 46,000 square foot warehouse, you are sure to find the right new or used desk and chair for your home and office. Trusted for over 40 years, Shore is proven to provide great value, quality, and service. From free space planning to our white glove delivery service, you are sure to leave happy and satisfied. We're a family-owned business that will treat you like family for sure. Se habla español.
You take your smartphone almost everywhere you go. Now WSRadio.com can be there too. Search WS Radio in the Play Store for your Android devices or iTunes for Apple, and download the WS Radio application. WSRadio.com, on your phone and in your ear everywhere you go. Download the WS Radio application. Do it now. It's very easy. WSRadio.com.
Talk to me. WSRadio.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, in this corner, hailing from San Diego, California, the knockout kings you've been waiting for.
Carlos Kremer and his kick-ass radio show. Presented by Kremer Insurance.
Yes, everybody. How you doing out there? Love your show. San Diego and the rest of the world. I've got the Boogeyman. That's right, Richie Martinez. We're talking a lot today about a lot of different things, but your big tournament you've got coming on at the end of the month, it's going to be a beauty. You've got some amazing fighters out there. Can you share with us some of the talent that's going to be on the mat?
Yeah, for the undercard, we're going to have the main event for the undercard, the super fights. It's going to be a brown belt super fight between Dan Malavin from 10 Planet Freaks, which is one of my students, and he's going to go against Nick the Tooth. He's super famous for what is the show called?
So you want to be a fighter?
So you want to be or looking for a fight?
Looking for a fight.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's it.
You know, that's where he got a lot of his name, but that's going to be my main event for the undercard. It's going to be an awesome match, and that's going to be a brown belt super fight.
Nice.
And then for the super fights, we have the one right before the finals, and that's going to be one of my students as well, PJ Barch. He's a 10 Planet Freak. He's a black belt, and he's going to go against Javier Valenciano from Renzo Gracie, Costa Rica. So that's going to be a crazy match, and some of these guys are already like veterans in this game, so they're going to put in the right work. You know, we also have a couple of San Diego talent, you know what I'm saying? So we have
my boy Johnny Gurrell is
Johnny
on the
Gurrell. Yes, he's going to be 9-9
jiu-jitsu. Go Johnny.
Oh man, let me tell you guys even about that whole tournament bracket. Like that's just the super fights, right? Now we have the bracket as well, and that's going to be as exciting or more exciting than the super fights to begin with. I'll tell you guys all the names. It's only 16 guys. We got Keith Krikorium, and he's actually coming out of San Diego. He's a young kid, but man, he has a lot of potential. He's been at my gym for a really long time. Before he even was 10 Planet San Diego, he wrestled for San Diego High School, and he's just been killing it, man. So he deserved a spot. Awesome. We have Sergio Hernandez from Barrett Submissions.
Killer.
Yeah, just awesome guy, man. He's also a great tattoo artist, you know. So
he is. Shout out to Sergio with his tattoo work, ladies. Gents, if you need some work done by him, have you gone to him?
Yeah, I have a couple tattoos from him. So he's
Jeff
awesome.
Glover as well, and a
lot of the high level guys go get tattooed from Manolo Hernandez.
There we go.
He's got a lot of tattoos from him.
The great Manolo Hernandez, who's announcing this day, by the way.
Yes, he's actually
announcing. If you want to have some fun, get on down there too.
Make it down there. We also have Ricky Lule, which is one of Gio's brown belts. He did EBI, and he made it to the semifinals, and he actually competed against Gio in the semifinals. It was an awesome, beautiful match. You know,
wow, how great, right?
Dude, your student, you know, competing against you in the highest tournament. You know, so it's gonna be fun. We also have Eric Medina from Jack Machado's. John Machado is a genius in jiu-jitsu. He's actually Eddie Bravo's who gave Eddie Bravo his black belt, and one of his students is going to be there. Dennis Presi, which is an Atos guy. He's a brown belt under Atos. We have Grant Birmingham from Legacy Jiu-Jitsu, Alaska. We have Chris Droz from 10 Planet Oceanside. We have Johnny Gurrell from 99 BJJ. We got Johnny, he's an awesome guy.
Great guy.
We got Ethan.
9 Brothers.
Yes, sir. Ethan Krillenstein. He's from TriStar from Montreal, Canada. He's been winning everything. He actually just won the ADCC trials at 145. So he's a killer. You know, we got Alexis Alducin. He's a Renzo Gracie, Mexico. He's from Renzo Gracie, Mexico. Man, we have people from all over the world, as I was saying. We have Jeff Willingham. He's from Corona. We have Jeffrey Al, Victory MMA.
Jeffrey Al, what an incredible athlete he is,
and such a cool human being, man. He's an awesome guy, man.
Awesome guy. Awesome guy. I love Jeff. I love what he stands for, what he's done.
Yes,
what he's
100%.
overcome. I mean, he's just amazing.
We have Sheridan Moran. He's from Mid-City MMA. He's from the Midwest. He's coming all the way down here. And we have Brian Valdez. He's from West Coast Jiu-Jitsu down in Ventura County. Juan Manuel Calderon, and he's from Renzo Gracie, Costa Rica as well. And we have Adam Tapia from 10 Planet Corona. These guys are gonna bring it, man. And people always ask me, how do you pick who's gonna be in your tournament? And honestly, for me, I don't care what tournaments you've done, as long as you're hungry, you have a lot of heart, and you want it. And you want in. If you want it that bad, you're in, man. I'm not going to deny anybody's heart. You know what I'm saying? Anybody's hard work. I know when you're coming in there, you're trying to win no matter what.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to take away nobody's hard work. I know how it is to be a hungry fighter and not get opportunities. If you want it bad enough, I'll give you the opportunity to go and fight.
That's awesome, and it's awesome that you have you're giving back so much as well, because you've had an incredible career. It's been surprisingly fast with how far you've progressed.
Yes.
But it's also amazing on how you take care of others.
Yeah.
And coming into this family has to be amazing for you.
No, definitely.
Just for you and Gio, from where you've come from to today, it's really got to be amazing to you to see. Maybe you may have not even pictured where you'd be today with this incredible growth and success and what you're doing in the sport.
Yeah, not at all, man. I fought 12 MMA fights, some of my matches, some pro. I've done every jiu-jitsu tournament that I could, that I've wanted to compete in, that is the highest competition in the world. I've done it. I've been there.
Did you start competing, Boogie, young, like a white belt? Were you starting to do it?
Yeah, like literally, like as soon as I started, I start literally 4 weeks to 5 weeks into my jiu-jitsu start. I already started competing, man. I was already in Vegas doing Naga Vegas, which to me was a big tournament at the time. And I went in there, I represented, and ended up losing my first tournament to a Bellator veteran, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, cool, this guy is huge, you know what I'm saying? It was
You hung with him, right?
Yeah, I hung with him. We went to overtime, you know what I'm saying? And then it was ref decision, you know what I'm saying? So I've, you know what I'm saying, since the beginning, I've had hard matches. I knew what it was going to take to get to that next level. And it was basically a lot of hard work, and a lot of heart.
And Boogie, you can relate to your students. You can relate to everybody you're giving back to, because you've lived it.
Yes, 100%.
You've had those hard times, you and Gio, where no one believed in you.
100%.
You didn't know, what path you were going to take, but you knew you were going to succeed.
100%. People thought we were a joke when we first came into the scene, you know what I'm saying? And people still don't believe the hype, but then you see us winning these big tournaments or being in these big high-level matches, and people, know that we could hang with the best, you know, and that's been the beauty of it. We're never shy to take on any fight, any fighter, and that might be
no ego too, which I love. I mean,
we try not,
that's how we're all. Everybody's so cool. There's no aura about you and Gio, right? Yeah. Any of the guys. It's just you're just so at ease, so relaxed, and just so calm about everything.
People always say that, but the truth of the fact is it's not even about that. It's just we're just a grappler. I'm just a grappler. I'm not more than that. I'm not trying to this teacher. It's not like that. You know what I'm saying? Right. Literally, I just consider myself a fighter that's trying to gain momentum and be with the best of them. And that's all it is. I'm just an athlete.
Is that, and it's got to be as big a proud moment for you as a coach now to seeing your students win as you even winning, right? They've got to be up there real close.
That's a beautiful scenario. I love competing alongside my students. I think that's the best thing that I could see as a coach. You know what I'm saying? The best feeling, being able to compete against my coach, with my students, being in the podium with my students. You know what I'm saying? It's just a beautiful thing, man. I see this hard work that all my students are doing, and it makes me real proud as a coach, and it just is a teammate, because I consider them my teammate as much as I consider myself their coach. And I have so much fun with them, just training with them, just going out with them to compete, and it's a beautiful thing, man.
And is Eddie going to be there, do you think, at your tournament?
No, he's actually going to be in Singapore. He has this big Singapore training camp. It's going to be a 10-day training camp in Singapore.
He'll see the videos.
He'll be on top of it. He'll be watching the live stream. I guarantee it, man, because some of these matches are so high level that that, you know, he does EBI, so these might be the next EBI stars. You know, these might be the next guys next up.
And look out, ladies and gentlemen, for this tournament as you continue to grow,
Yes.
because you are going to have continue to give back with absolute monsters, making a difference.
100%.
And people that will be completely wowed by the jiu-jitsu they see.
Like, I'm already looking for the guys for the next tournament. So if you're if you're a hungry fighter and you're ready for the next tournament, hit me up. I'm looking. Next tournament is going to be a 170, and we're going to have some super fights. So no matter what weight.
Bring in the killers, bring in the heat. Big tournament on May 27th. The Boogeyman, Richie Martinez, in studio with me. Thank you, Richie, for being here.
Thank you guys so
Carlos
much.
Kremer's Kick-Ass Radio, Rock Rage Radio, WS Radio. Man, Storm Kimonos and Kremer Insurance. It's been a great day. Love you all.
A podcast or radio show on WS Radio is a great way to create content marketing. Turn prospects into customers into raving fans. Contact Wade at